Hi, I'm Ashley
Hi.
Heron-Smith from Momtourage.
And I'm Keri Sotero from Momtourage. It's an honor.
Hi. I like
It
that name.
truly.
That's a good name, Momtourage.
Thank
You
Thanks.
really
you.
got to get together and wrangle these kids. They're on TikTok. They're losing their minds.
Oh, the tickety tackities, the tic tacs.
I know.
They're all over the place, these kids these days, but
We'll
ours are
never
too young
catch
for
up
that.
to them. We will never catch up to
No,
them. My daughter, when
they
I
just
was
keep getting older.
she was 11 years old, and the whole I aming thing came into view, and I had no idea what was going on, and she became like a super spy. She was crawling out the window in the middle of the night and meeting people, and I mean, it was crazy. It's like unbelievable.
I am names are always embarrassing. They're like drooping orchid 7. And you're like, I'm not that girl anymore.
Yes, this is malleable. This whole thing is very malleable.
You are such a truly incredible actor. You're complex. You have the ability to nail like very straightforward comedic roles. And then you've taken on these really dark, heavy roles like Kidding, which is one of my personal favorites, Eternal Sunshine. And you still manage to find levity in these characters.
Yeah.
So as you approach Dr. Robotnik, what choices did you make with his character on the good versus evil spectrum?
Well, I wanted him to be, pardon me, I wanted him to be the ultimate megalomaniac. We've seen a lot of malignant narcissism, cropping up in our world lately, and I wanted him to be a personification of that somebody who gets so big and they gets so much power to go along with this incredible intellect that he becomes like a demigod, a evil 3.0. And what would that entail? Of course, you have to enslave mankind. That's the first step. That's your first order of business.
Check.
And then you just have to, amuse yourself by playing with form. So, while I'd be walking around my apartment, I'd be thinking, what can I bring to this? What would Robotnik be doing just for fun, just to entertain himself? Because when you're a demigod, there's no one else to hang with, and so I thought up things like, well, he's got to be able to move time and space. He's got to be able to take quantum leaps and show up over there suddenly. And he's got to be able to, he might just for fun speak like a synthesizer and say, my game is next level, and stuff, and those were all just choices made by a person trying to imagine the mind of God if he had all that power, and what is the reason for all of us anyway? Because I think we're only one thing. I don't think there's any separation. I think we share one soul. We share one sorrow. We share one joy. And I think that the illusion is that we show up as all these different forms, and we think that we're exceptional, or we try to be exceptional because we think that's what's required of us. But we're all one thing. We're all just the nerve endings at the tip of God's fingers. And that's how he senses the world. And that's how he plays with the world. I can't not create. I have to, if I wasn't doing movies, I'd be pointing paint on a canvas. I'd be sculpting. I'd be doing something, because that's natural for us to want to create, so I think that's what the game is. There's no reason to wonder why. It's just got to do something. And if you were God, you'd be the same thing. It'd be the same thing, whether you believe in God or not, whatever that energy is. The ocean of consciousness is creating a multitude of forms, and some of them come out pretty interesting.
I just want to say I love all the spiritual bent that you bring into everything, and I really appreciate it. It's a true honor interviewing you.
Thank you. It's lovely to talk to you too.